We'll see how this goes. A bit too expensive. Just a little too expensive. It is the Quest Shaman, yeah. This is the best matchup for the Quest Shaman. By far. And I'm also playing a Mimi version, so it will be really difficult to stay above 20. Which is what you would need to do. I'll use a penance here, but it was 2 healing basically, because the Wandmaker would have went face. That's not too big of a deal, maybe. Wait, what? This is not the Quest Shaman that I expected. Alright, that was a surprise. I expected the LVGS build. Well, then anything can happen. That taunt was a good roll. It was the best roll. Do I need to do a Breath of the Infinite here? Yeah. That Vashi caught me by surprise, and that may be my undoing.
Of course it's the right way.
Significant chance of that to happen. Also cannot prevent the Vashi from dying. And I guess I could for a time, but eventually I cannot. Then it's going to be Vashi Prime, draw 6 spells with discounts. That's going to be an OTK, right?
How about a new line?
Mm-hmm. What a lovely day. Let's try the lovely day thing here. 4 out of 6. Quest will soon be completed, and yeah, this will not work out for me. I mean, I would need like Apotheosis with a Rusty Trader at some point to heal up. But there are so many ways for me to lose. This wakes up, but it can't answer all the 4 health minions here. Completely different composition that I expected. So I played the early game incorrectly because I didn't expect this. Then again, whoever... Oh no! Won both 25% healing totem rolls so far. That is just spectacular. There's a renew, but not yet. But I think I have to use another Rusty Raider here. Get some defenses up. But this will be scary. Quest will be completed now. Shaman still has tons of resources. So many high health minions when I expected a bunch of very low health minions. So the strategy that I adopted early on did not prove to be successful. I can get some more Rusty Raiders with the Raised Dead at the moment. Are those going to be useful? Maybe. But that the presence of that Lady Vashi makes me think that there's a ton of burn in that deck. Is it a Highlander deck? It could be a Highlander deck. There could be a Zephyrus for a Doomhammer type of thing there. Against which I would need the Ooze. I also haven't found an Apotheosis, which would be very important. Doubling up on the quests, and it's some kind of Malygos OTK, right? Vashi Prime draws the cheap spells and then Malygos OTKs. Not bad, not bad. So I want a pair of Rusty Raider. Yeah, it's going to be some kind of Malygos OTK. That's so luck based, but it can still work sometimes. That's the only thing that I can think of, really. So this one goes there. Then I'll get some Rusty Raiders back. And this one goes there. And I'll play Breath of the Infinite. And then I'll play a shield. But I would need to get my health very close to 30. Because otherwise there's just going to be so much burn in that deck. Probably. We're facing the weirdest things today. The weirdest things. Just none of this makes any sense.
A simple spell.
More of these. Okay. I mean, that Shaman deck, it's just going to have so many resources. There could be an Alexstrasza in that deck too. They don't have to have healing after the Alex to try to get out of reach. But it might be impossible. Once the Vashi Prime is found, if those damage spells are not drawn before the Vashi Prime, then the Vashi Prime discounts the spells and then they can be Malygos for lethal. Something like that. For example. That's anyway what I expect right now. I could also just rip that to invoke the Galacron a little bit here. But I have to start healing my face. Is it a Highlander deck? It probably is. So there's the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza too, and then there's Zephrys. All of that combined gives the deck so much stuff.
I wonder.
So many spells. Hilarious. I mean, that deck is really bad. If I was playing like an aggro rogue, it would be dead already. Well, of course it would. It would have been dead for 3 turns by now. But hilariously enough, in this specific case, it's able to do things that I think this will end in an OTK. Or maybe a 2-turn kill. Setup plus kill. That would also happen. So many discovered spells all the time. Like it's one discovered spell after another. Ooh, a 6/6. Well, I don't have to use the rip here. I can hit this one over there. Then I can Nova. And then I can use a Rusty Trader to kill that. So I also get to grab a little bit more health here. But both copies of Apotheosis are still in the deck. And those would have been needed. Who knows how much burn there is? The ridiculous number of discoveries. I mean, both of the primary studies gave Steward of Scrolls, which obviously isn't the average result. The chance to discover any specific minion is around 10%. Although they could have given more Lady Vashis as well, which I suppose could have been even worse, because that would have increased the probability to draw Vashi Prime before drawing spells. Vashi Prime is useless if you draw it after the spells, but really powerful if you draw it before the spells.
Never be afraid of your inner power.
Instructor. No expenses have been saved in building this deck. Can my little budget deck compete? Doesn't look good so far. That wasn't the instructor spell, so no more spells were generated there. But that was the instructor spell. There's my Apotheosis. But now the position is such that I have to play the Apotheosis on this one. Then I have to use the other one to kill the Wind Fury minion. Instructor will live. What if there is a Barista? Well, that's going to suck a little. I mean, surely there is no Barista in that deck. Apotheosis on this one. It kills the spell damage minion. Then the Rusty Trader here. Kills the Wind Fury minion. Then I heal up that one a little. Let's do it like this. So I go to 26. Alright. But the Shaman will have ample resources. I think there has to be Dragon Queen, Alexstrasza and Malygos in that deck, right? That's what I'm expecting anyway. Maybe not Malygos, maybe it's just Dragon Queen and the Alex. That could also be the case. Definitely a Highlander deck. With that Groundskeeper there. Didn't use the hero power, so didn't get the draw. Some bugs going on. I guess I have to use the Rip. That will make Galagrond my only big removal. Well, I have the Plagues, of course. I could also renew, but I think I'll use the Rip now. Sweet minion, but not for this particular moment. Just take a hit over there and Wretch Reclaimer that. Can take another hit over there and then I can heal it a little. This is acceptable. Okay. 3 invokes on the Galagrond.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
4 1-cost dragons. There are 2 Plagues of Death in my deck. I just haven't found any yet. But if I can find some Plagues of Death, that might work out for me still. Maybe there is no Malygos. Maybe that Alexstrasza is the way.
I am the storm of your demise.
So I could answer this board with the Galagrond already. And then I will still have the Plague of Death. But what if there is an Alexstrasza, what if there is a Malygos? I lose some ability to heal. Can't really help that. I think this is just what I need to do now. Get over there. Play the Galagrond. Kill the Dragon Queen and the Skull Hunter. And start rolling some Priest minions. I might be able to get some good ones. Well, -2 attack, Spell Burst, and spells. Those are some tools. Now I lost my ability to heal slowly over time, so that may give the Shaman a way to just burn me down over multiple turns. And there's a chance that that one can discover more Dragon Queen Alexstrazzas. Even though the discovery loop from a single minion has been fixed, it hasn't been fixed over multiple steps.
You here for the tour? I am the storm of your demise.
There's a lot of spell damage too. 4 spell damage on the board. So I suppose I will have to destroy that board. And that happens with the Plague of Death. Now the cheap dragons are gone. So hopefully there was not a new Dragon Queen Alexstrasza discoverer. Because that would of course be very, very bad for me.
From Wicker Bound.
He's Swamp Queen Hagatha. Alright. Double horrors. There's some value in that deck. Oh boy. So probably not a Malygos approach after all. Which I suppose is good for me, but that means that if I was playing a real priest deck, I suppose that value would not be enough. So Subjugator and the Acolyte cannot steal this Swamp Queen. Penance doesn't do a whole lot about it either. I'm still a little afraid of the actual Alexstrasza. Setek, Penance. I kind of want to save those for a little later. This one, yeah, I don't think this one works here. I don't think I want to go in with the Setek yet. I'll just play this Ahmed over there. It's just Ahmed and chill. There's 2 horrors, 2 dragons, 2 1-cost spells. There is so much value. And that's totally fine. Alright, some burn that didn't go to my face, I love that. That's awesome. But then the horrors. That's pretty horrific.
Hangs in the balance.
So I can steal the Kalecgos, but there could be like a Bloodlust finisher here too. Actually can't reliably steal the Kalecgos either, because of all the 2 trees out there. So this has got to be the Veil Weaver turn. Start working on this board a little. Get some random resources. No, that circle isn't a good resource. I think I will have to renew it here to get 2 spells. Soul Mirror. Doesn't do much against that board. Might do something a little bit later if I survive. Holy Smite. Yeah, Holy Smite is good. Maybe Holy Smite on one of those. Katao. Penance. Penance is sweet, but I can't afford it. I have to kill the Kalecgos. I can actually afford to... I can actually afford to do it like this. This allows me to kill the Kalecgos. I think that was the best I could do. 7 cards in hand right now. Get it down to just 2 minions, kill the Kalecgos. Have 4 random spells in my hand. What is there not to like? I of course lost this one, so I can't steal as easily with the Cabal Acolyte anymore. But I can still steal something potentially. Wind Fury. Alright. And... oh, that was nothing. I don't currently have a way to kill that though. So I'm going to have to use a Soul Mirror, right? Let's roll here first. Just a light, well... I have to drop a Soul Mirror on this board. Well, I did get rid of both of the... so I've dealt with 2 Swamp Queen Hagatta horrors now, and I've dealt with all the 4 Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. All the 4 Dragon Queen Alexstrasza dragons. But there is still more to come. There are not many cards left, so even if the Vashi Prime is found, it doesn't necessarily discount any spells anymore.
Winds of the south, come to my aid.
Siamat seems like a problem. I need a piece of hard removal for that. I have Death in the deck and I have Plague of Death in the deck. That is neither of those. And there's also Renew and Apotheosis left. Targets this if possible. So this is 1 in 4 to cast Shadow Word Death on the Siamat. That's tough, because I know Zepris is still there too. Blessed Champion. Well, it's 24 only, but that's still a lot. This is not helping. Does this help? No, that's not helping.
Become the hero this world needs. Greatness calls.
Oh, it did cast the Plague of Death. Okay, so we got rid of the Siamat. That is something at least. But there's still those 2 dragons there. And I don't have any Plagues of Death anymore. So now I would need to start rolling. Ah, there was a randomly generated Malygos. Well, that's a good one. That cannot be killed with the death. I could play Apotheosis and then death it, actually. I can do that. I have to do that. Okay, I can do that. 5 mana. Mindrender is for later. I need to do Apotheosis on that so that I can death it. I'm also losing this game in fatigue, funnily enough. One more random dragon. But there has got to be the real Alexstrasza in that deck too. And I'm pretty much all out of stuff. Only thing I have is just rolling the Scalagon's Wit. Oh no, that is so much value. That's an insane amount of value. Haha. Look at that. It's a 5/12 with taunt. That actually was probably the best outcome for me, that these were not minions that would generate even more things.
There is little time.
I am the iron hand of the wastes.
Maiev. Okay. So Zepris for a Bloodlust, because Zepris is still there. What if I steal the Zepris? Do I gain something? I might not gain enough. Let's see about this Invoke first. Another Lightwell. Why are there so many Lightwells? Every card is always a Lightwell. I have to hold it over that board.
Time is running out.
And play one of the Lightwells now. But that's 9. Does the Shaman find lethal?
I'm gonna win big.
Another 2 spells generated. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I would need to play the Illusia. See if I could do something with that. But it's a tough call. Assuming Zepris is in hand, I could waste the Zepris, of course, with the Illusia. Oh no. Really? Wind Fury and a buff? No? Doesn't actually go face. Okay. Five cards in the deck. Would I just play the Illusia? But can I find pieces that clear these? I don't know. I can steal the Volpera, but I can't handle the Maiev. It has to be the Illusia play. Alright, there's the Zephyrs. There's also the Vashi. There's a Haggadah Scheme. So I want to do Haggadah Scheme, but I want to play the Zephyrs for Temple Enforcer. Alright, I got rid of the Scheme, I got rid of Zephyrs. But I had some minions in hand too. Shaman can play those minions. There's still a Mage Scribe, Vashi Prime, Temple Enforcer and Plague of Murlocs. Well, Ooze doesn't really matter in the sense that it no longer... And then the Taunt minion, right? The 2/6 Taunt. Not triggering the spell burst.
Your mind is not your own.
Yeah. Triggering the spell burst. I'm a little surprised about that, because it doesn't do anything there. Alright, but I wasted the Zephyrs now. And all of a sudden that gives me a chance. Cabal Shadow Priest is great. All I need is a little more time. Okay. There's the Temple Enforcer, of course. It can buff up the health of something quite a lot. Yeah. It's still fine. Alright, the Scale Rider was found. Cool. That's still some damage to me, but it's all good. At 18. I do want to do the Shadow Priest this turn, right? Is it Shadow Priest Apotheosis? My last card is a Renew. Shaman still has 4 cards left, so I would have to win this fight on the board. I'm not sure if I can. I don't have to do Apotheosis yet though.
Time is running out.
Nice Flesh Giant.
Let me change.
Need to grab that. Need to play that. Need to trade there. And there's 12 damage on the board though. Maybe the Shaman still has this. Maybe. I have the Apotheosis coming next turn. That missed. This wakes up and I have the Apotheosis. I can also give this rush and have Apotheosis on that one. That's even better. 3 mana, 6 mana, 8 mana, 9 mana if I go fully for it. And I go. This trades that away. Then I have the Flesh Giant with Apotheosis. Apparently Powered Shield over there. I know there's a Plague of Murlocs left. I know that, I know that. I want to force it. I want to force the Plague of Murlocs. That heals me for 11. I want to force the Plague of Murlocs. those minions, do they first trade and then Plague of Murlocs so that I don't get that many Murlocs? Probably. Such a shame I don't have any Murlocs in hand. They would be so useful here. Shaman still has 2 more cards left in the deck. There's the Onyx Mage Scribe in hand. That's the Onyx Mage Scribe, that's the Vashi Prime. Then there's 3 cards in the Shaman's deck that I don't know about. What is that one? Alright. This is not a disaster yet. I need to keep generating minions. I need to discover a spell. I suppose Shadow Word Death is a fine spell. Mage Scribe, Vashi Prime and 1 other card left. So I'll do Shadow Word Death on the 5/5. I'll trade away the 3/2, right?
Time is running out.
I trade away the 3/2. I play Lightwell with Inner Fire. That one goes face. Okay. Mage Scribe, Vashi Prime and 1 other card. I don't know what that card is. If it's not a spell, the Mage Scribe cannot be activated. What is that one last card? I don't know what it is. I've seen the Zephyrus, I've seen the Dragon Queen. What is the one last card? If it's a spell, then it gives the Shaman even more spells. So that would be really great for the Shaman. But is it a spell? That's a good one. I need to trade away the Twilight Drake, right? Yeah, I need to trade it away. I need to shadow a figure on the board too now. What is the... Please heal that one. Yes. What is that card? I don't know about that one card. If that's a spell, the Shaman can win. Is it a spell? It's an Eye of the Storm! Oh my goodness! It was an Eye of the Storm! The Shaman is winning! Oh my goodness! It was an Eye of the Storm. I have an Eye of the Storm too. I have an Eye of the Storm too. But now Shaman got 2 random spells from the Mage Scribe.
You think this is your time? It is mine.
So 2 random spells now. And what are those going to be? I do not know. 2 random spells. Now anything can happen. 2 completely random spells. Two completely random spells.
Sangomar strains, the reservoir remains.
High Priest isn't strong enough.
Your time has come.
Well, 2 spells. Do I need the Shade Quill? It can heal the Shaman.
Kick the bucket.
But it can also challenge the Vashi.
Time is running out.
I think I need it. What does this heal? Heals my face? 2 spells. What are the 2 spells? I don't know what the 2 spells are. They're completely random shaman spells. They can be anything. They're burn. That's only 2 damage. Six damage. I have 2 turns unless I find healing. I don't have enough time.
I see a dark future.
I don't have enough time. I only have the next turn. I have to roll a healing card. It was not a healing card. I lost. By the narrowest of margins. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.